Hey guys, welcome to Charlie 3DP. I recently bought a printer tent, thinking it was an amazing deal. 50 Canadian buckaroos for this MAKACCES heated enclosure, and I'm here to tell you, maybe to buy it, depends if you want it. It has holes inside, we're going to talk about that. Before starting, I'd like to apologize for how long it's taking to get that extruder mount done for the Cobra 2 series. I'm having to work out some clearance issues and tolerances. It's not going the best. I did get most of it complete. I'm just hoping this piece I'm printing now is going to be the last piece. Probably also going to print it in high temp PLA from Polymaker. That stuff looks really nice. So I bought this because I have a client who wants his parts eventually printed in ABS. During Boxing Day, I decided to shop around on Amazon and see what I could find so that I wouldn't have to deal with all the nauseating smells and potentially harmful effects of printing with ABS. It released styrene fumes, the volatile organic compounds that all the 3D printers are warning you with. I will say it started off pretty good for a few days till I started to notice some pretty glaring issues. But like I said, for the first few days, it was fine. I was printing with Sunlu's PLA Plus 2.0. It did get a little stringy at times before I had the print tent, and absolutely worked to fucking hell. Overall, the design of the tent's pretty nice. It has some tool pouches on the side, which is a nice little bonus. It has an internal frame, mainly made of steel. It's rather sharp, but they do provide these gloves and a warning on the manual to make sure you don't cut yourself during assembly. It has a UV protective plastic cover here for all of you resin printers out there, and it comes in a translucent orangish yellow, which I do like a lot, because orange is my favorite color in the world. My fiance hates it. Over on the far back, on each of the left and right sides, you'll find ventilation ports with, of course, the Velcro padding, and the Velcro cover that just folds over top. On the back, you can find a similar smaller hole used for the power ports, though I have mine running out the side and one on the other side running to my laptop. In terms of size, the enclosure is 21 inches long by 25 inches wide and 29.5 inches in height, which is perfect for my Neptune 3 Pro over here, which actually has the spool mounted on the top, which can be a clearance issue for some smaller tents. There's actually so much available space on the inside that I can fit a pretty massive bento box clone that would be about 120 by 280 millimeters. The enclosure heating pad has this button that changes temperatures, including off. It has 30, 50, and 70 degrees, but that's where we run into the first issue. I had this for only 2 days, and then it stopped entirely. Honestly, it seems to be a power brick issue. The light started flashing and then stopped flashing after a while. Just a dead power brick. It's like some crappy, it smells like chemicals, I'll tell you that. So I sent MAKACCES, I can't pronounce that name, an email saying, please replace this. Normally Amazon sellers are pretty good at that. To be fair, I bought a new tent with the heating pad. I don't expect that heating pad to only last 2 days worth of printing. It's negligible. That's nothing. You can barely get an extra large print done with that. I mean, unless you have a resin printer, but I don't like resin. So the day after sending that email, which is today, I woke up to a nice dark apartment as expected, and I left my printer light on, and I noticed all of these tiny holes in the side of my tent here. That might not be an issue to many people who just want to have their tent be a heated enclosure for printing nylon, or people who are going to be venting out a window. But I don't want that. It's ugly. I just run across the whole living room and I trip over it all the time because I'm clumsy. My guess is during the manufacturing process or the shipping process, something's scraping or puncturing probably the outer fabric there. Either that, or I'm not sure if the light's passing through like the mylar coating on the inside, but it is a pretty thin mylar. If you've ever gone camping with a shitty dollar store emergency blanket, you know that you could just accidentally take your boot right through that when you're asleep. I'm personally not too worried about how many fumes it's going to be releasing, because my client will only need 50, 70 gram prints at a time for a large batch. So it's not going to be a huge worry when there's ABS fumes, and I don't plan on actually using this printer or enclosure tons, except for when I do sell my client some pieces that he needs. While some may argue it's not fine, and I do plan on running this oversized bento box thing, I don't think it's going to be a massive issue for me, mainly because of the massive bento box. But at the end of the day, you probably shouldn't have these holes in your tent unless you're introducing a negative pressure and venting outside of your window. I'm not saying MAKACCES is a bad brand or anything. I haven't checked out any of the other stuff they sell. All I know is that they sell 2 tent pairs. Regardless, to a small printer like me, this looks like a good deal. And is it? Kinda, yeah. I mean, it's a large volume, it has a steel frame, it comes with the heating pad, and if they replace that, that would probably even be a bonus. Personally, I think it's worth the risk when there's so many tents out there and they're all so expensive, but honestly, it's down to you guys. I really like it, and I think it'll come in handy for certain projects. Certain people might not like it because they just don't, and that's fine, especially because all the little speckle holes in it. On the other hand, I may use this for PLA Plus 2.0 in the future, maybe high temperature PLA, depending if that warps a lot of strings. I'm hoping it doesn't. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. If you want to try the tent out for yourself, there's a link down below. Personally, I wouldn't recommend anyone buy this if they're printing with volatile organic compounds like ABS or ASA. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next one. If you want designing or printing services done, you can check out charlie3dp.com or click the link in my bio. See you guys.